random segment with Rafi and Clee. A very random segment.
Hola, you amazing artists, and welcome to the studio. I wanted to give you guys a quick update on what's going on with the book. You guys that all ordered the book on Indiegogo, thank you so much. And I know that I haven't had a chance to give you an update on where I am with it for a couple weeks now. So the writing is going well, but I am going through that same roller coaster of emotions that I went through when I wrote the Rogue Artist Survival Guide. More into like, this sucks, it's not working, you know, that area.
Oh, the bell curve of drudgery and self-doubt.
Yes. So I've had several moments where I've gotten up in just frustration and been like, I don't know how I'm going to make this work. All part of the creative process because, listen, whether you are creating music, whether you are creating art, jewelry, fashion, anything, a book, poetry, whatever it is, you're going to go through those moments where it just looks like a big pile of crap turds. And right now, my book is a brilliant pile of crap turds that has not come together quite yet. There's all the notes, there's a bunch of writing, there are some brilliant parts in the book, but it is still a big crap turd. So, I would not release it. I have released certain pages to my patrons just to get some feedback on them. A lot of the feedback has been, this is amazing, this is great, you're missing all the commas. You know, your grammar's horrible. You've got a bunch of typos, that kind of stuff, because, you know, it's not really a finished draft yet.
You're like, do not speak to me of commas. I am writing.
One of the things that I wanted to ask you guys is, okay, so the book is called The Rogue Artist Guide to Marketing, right? And I honestly, there's a lot of research that I had done over the years and a lot of notes. And right now I'm like fact checking a lot of stuff because a lot of my notes come from research papers on actual research, the psychology of marketing, like stuff that they were doing back in like the 50s and stuff like that, where they brought in psychology into marketing. And then a lot of research into like propaganda marketing, because propaganda is a big part of marketing and stuff like that, even though they don't like to say that it is, but it is. In doing all that research and stuff, I realized that I'm not a big fan of the word marketing. I think I wanted to add marketing in the front of the book because I wanted to make sure that people understood that it's marketing, but it's not really marketing. It's not marketing tactics that are out there. It's not advertising. It's not any of that stuff. It is putting yourself out there. You guys know that that's my thing. Create art, put yourself out there within reason, and then persist through the bullshit. That's the basic simplicity. If you break it down to the basic simplicity, that's what it is. The book obviously is going to have things that I've done and different out-of-the-box ideas and stuff like that, and different perspectives of looking at stuff, and also obviously the psychology of it, because believe it or not, there is a lot of psychology when it comes to marketing tactics and like color and there's a lot of really interesting things and a lot of really interesting ways that certain companies have used it to tell very familiar stories to us that are in the book. I want to show like the good, the bad, the ugly of marketing, but then how is it that I took some of those concepts or some things and I've used it for myself? And quite honestly, some of the things that I've avoided because they're kind of douchebaggery moves that a lot of people are like, yo, but that's just marketing. And I'm like, just because everybody else is doing it doesn't mean it's fine.
Would you talk that marketing language to your grandmother?
Yeah, because my grandmother freaking swore like a sailor.
Yeah, I guess it depends on your grandmother.
Yeah. Clee and I talked about this week because I was like, man, I'm not happy with the word. I don't want the word marketing on my book, even though I do cover a lot of marketing and I cover marketing tactics and psychology behind marketing and all that different stuff, just different stuff. But really what I'm talking about is putting yourself out there, letting the world know that you exist, and then all the different fun things that I've done to put myself out there. But of course, my journey isn't over yet, so there's still a bunch of out-of-the-box things. And with the workbook that comes with it, it just works out to make it something where it's like you have the knowledge, and then you get to create your own unique trail and path, which you guys know that I'm a big fan of. I am not a big fan of being like, step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Because then you're just moving through these arbitrary steps and you don't really understand why it is that you're doing this in the first place. Why? What's the reason? Why is it that you're doing it? What mentality is it that we have when we put ourselves out there, and what is it that we're thinking when we're doing a show, or what is it that we see as putting ourselves out there? So like, I want to cover all that for the book because I want to make sure that this book is relevant to me had I just started. Not only had I when I just started, but me back in the day when I was totally insecure and kept quitting my art career because it wasn't even a career yet. I want it to be something that inspires you to move forward and to create confidence within you in doing your own thing for putting yourself out there. So I want to change the name. Clee had an idea that was brilliant. She was like, why don't you just cross out marketing on there?
A working title.
Yeah, it's a working title. But I also wanted to reach out to you guys and see if you have any ideas for it, because I like the idea of crossing out marketing. That way the word is still there, but it's kind of crossed out because what I'm writing about is not typical marketing. You know, it's not bullshit. It's not tricking people into buying your stuff. It's not the typical cookie cutter stupid stuff that's out there. We don't need to do that as artists. We are already unique. Nobody is like us. Nobody will ever be like us. So like, it makes it a lot easier for us, but it is so complicated and so convoluted because there's so much bullshit online. There just is so much bullshit online. It is unique, creative, individual stuff. That's a horrible way of describing it. If you guys have any ideas on what the title would be, I would like to keep the Rogue Artists, you know, whatever it is, the Rogue Artists, because I want that to be the series. But whatever comes after that, it'd be awesome to hear what you guys think. And the other announcement that I want to make is that I am in the thick of it right now. I am in the crap turd part of the book, which means that chances are, usually I do a lot of my editing over the weekend. I take time for editing, and I'm just not going to have time to edit stuff and post it. So chances are this month you guys may not see us a lot, but you will see us hopefully in March. We'll be back in March. I might post the occasional video. It depends on how burned out I get after like 4 or 5 days working on the book straight. So I might need to switch it up. It happens to me all the time. I'll be writing and then I need to create some art, and I'll go back to writing, and then I want to do a song or edit a video or do something. Like, I know that I need to switch it up for my creativity because it just, too much of that one thing becomes a little stagnant for me. But I do have a deadline with the book and I want to get it done. I've got a very aggressive deadline with the book and I want to get it done. So that's going to be my primary main focus. That is the only thing that I want to focus on this month. That's it for the update. Not a fun update, but I would love to hear, just leave your comments in a comment section below and let me know what you think. If you could think of a cool title for it. As far as right now, I'm pretty convinced that it's going to be the Rogue Artist Guide to Putting Yourself Out There. I think that's really cool. So if you guys like that, let me know, like, yeah, I like it. And that would be awesome. And yeah, this is a complete and utter ramble right now. This is what this is, because I've been writing. So like my brain is mush right now. It's just mush. My brain is mush. So more writing to be done. Probably not today, because I'm going to enjoy the rest of my birthday not in front of the computer. And, yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I freaking adore you. And this is just an update, so anybody that I mean, if you like updates and you want to subscribe, just click right here. And that's it. You want to say goodbye, Clee?
Good day.
Adios.